You know, in the world of Google Ads, there's this one setting that could be silently draining your marketing budget right now. And the worst part, you might not even know it's happening. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on this hidden money pit and show you exactly how to protect your business.
So let me ask you something. Are your Google ads getting clicks, but your phone just isn't ringing? It's one of the most frustrating feelings for a business owner, right? You're paying for all this traffic, you see those clicks adding up in your account, but crickets. The phone stays silent. No new leads, no booked jobs. If that sounds even a little bit familiar, then you are in exactly the right place.
And get this, believe it or not, some studies show that as much as 76% of Google Ads budgets are just wasted. Wasted on errors that are totally preventable. And you know where a huge chunk of that waste comes from? One single, often overlooked default setting. All right, so here's our game plan. We're going to talk about why you get clicks but no calls, what this whole keyword mismatch thing is, look at a real-world example, figure out the real cost of this, and then, most importantly, find the path to getting better leads.
Okay, let's dive into our first topic, clicks without calls, what I like to call the silent budget thief. This is the core problem, right? The thing that's quietly draining your ad spend every single day and often leaves you with nothing to show for it except a bigger bill from Google.
So you're probably wondering, how does this even happen? Well, the main culprit is a keyword setting called broad match. And here's the really tricky part. Most business owners are using it completely by accident. See, it's the default setting when you add a new keyword. And, conveniently for Google, it's also the fastest way for them to spend your budget. Unless you go in and proactively change it, you're opted in.
Okay, so that brings us to the real heart of the issue, the keyword mismatch. This is all about how Google interprets what you want. It's this huge gap between what you think you're telling Google and what its algorithm actually hears. So what exactly is a broad match keyword? Well, think of it like this. It's a setting that basically gives Google permission to show your ad for any search it, well, thinks is related to your keyword. It's not just the word you picked, it expands to synonyms, related topics, pretty much anything the algorithm decides to connect. And that one little word thinks, that's where all the trouble starts.
You know, here's a really simple way to picture it. Your goal with advertising, it should be like spear phishing. You want to be precise, right? You want to pinpoint and target only the customers who are ready to buy your service right now. But using broad match, that's more like net fishing. You just cast this massive net out there and you catch, well, everything. Sure, you might get a few good fish, but you also catch a whole lot of junk you didn't want. And you still have to pay to reel it all in.
Okay, let's make this concrete. Let's look at a real-world example. This is where you can see exactly how this whole net fishing thing ends up costing you real money. All right, so let's imagine a custom closet business in Phoenix. Their goal is super simple. Find homeowners who are ready to invest in a nice, professionally installed closet system. You know, their perfect customer is someone who's actively looking for a solution.
Now, the search you want to pay for is something specific like Custom Closet Installers Phoenix. You can just feel the intent there, right? That person is looking to hire a professional. But because of broad match, you also end up paying for clicks from someone searching for something like DIY custom closet ideas. I mean, this person is the literal opposite of your ideal customer. They've already decided they want to do it themselves.
And believe me, it gets worse. Broad match will often show your ad when people are searching for your direct competitors by name. So let's say your keyword is just custom closets. Your ad could easily show up for a search like California Closets Phoenix. That person is looking for a specific brand, and it isn't you. You're basically paying to advertise to somebody else's loyal customer. It's crazy. And really, it's not just about the money you're wasting in that moment. It's about opportunity cost. Think about it like this. Every dollar you spend on a click from some DIY searcher is a dollar you couldn't spend putting your ad in front of a real, qualified customer who's actually ready to hire you. And that brings us to the real cost of all this irrelevance, because it goes way beyond just a line item on your Google Ads invoice. So let's break down the true impact on your business. First, yeah, there's the obvious one, the wasted ad budget. But then you've got the unqualified calls, if they even call at all, tying up your phone lines. And that leads to a confused, frustrated sales staff who are just wasting their time talking to people who want something you don't even offer. And then, and this is the real kicker, while your budget is getting eaten up by all these bad clicks, you're missing out on the good ones. And those jobs, they're going straight to your competitors. So, how do we fix this? Well, it all starts by shifting your mindset away from just getting clicks and focusing on getting actual customers. Okay, so let's wrap this up with the key takeaways. First, and this is the big one, broad keywords are designed to show your ads for irrelevant searches. That's their job. Second, your goal isn't just clicks. It's qualified calls and booked jobs, the stuff that actually grows your business. And finally, really understanding and controlling your keyword strategy, that is the absolute first step to getting real, profitable results from your ads.
So I'll leave you with a question to ask yourself. How much of your ad spend is actually building your business? And how much is just feeding the machine? You know, getting this one thing right can literally change everything. If you want more practical insights on how to turn your Google ads into a real lead engine, definitely subscribe. And hey, if you'd like some expert help with this, Proper Marketers can definitely help you out.